Goodbye, Subaru Ascent. You're an amazing car for the past 3.5 years, but it's time for you to go. I found someone else. Hello, Subaru Forester Wilderness Edition. Oh yeah. She's a beaut. But let's do something totally different today and check her out.
Just picked up Tony's new car and we're already on the road. I'm going to show you some of his fun new features. So the craziest thing is push this button and you can see what's in front of you right there. So who knew? But it's actually coming useful already. So something really different is this entire roof line is a dark color when usually you always get them in brighter white colors. So that's pretty cool. Then you've got all this stitching everywhere. Doors in the center, this crazy funky gold color, anodized copper. The best feature really are these little radar cameras up here that are now flush with the windshield. So that's safety first. And on the steering wheel, he's got that great anodized copper trim piece right there. He's pretty excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, some people complain the touchscreen here is a little too small, but 8 inches is more than enough. Any bigger, and it's just going to give you problems. So, going to the back here, we've got crazy good visibility. And everywhere you look, there's one of these little wilderness trim tags. Look, there's one right there too.
Fun.
Yeah, and we've got this crazy fun interior, but it's not leather, it's not pleather, it's something else. It's water resistant, which is really good with the dogs. So we're happy about that. Okay, so should you ever need it, if you're stuck in snow or you need to traverse something extremely difficult, there's this little knob and you can turn it to wherever, whatever ails you. We're just going to keep it in normal because while the roads of New Jersey are pretty treacherous, we don't have to deal with them. They're not that treacherous. So that's your X mode. It's quite good. I've had to use it in my car a few times. And then you've got the vehicle hold button, which I love, Tony hates. Your power, emergency, well, you brake, so that's always a good thing. Heated seats are nice. The tiniest little cubby in the world, but phones will fit sideways. Traditional knobs to work your HVAC. They work quite well. And actual buttons. We like just having buttons because we know they're working. His games while he's driving. Because I'm holding the phone, so we can see we're not speeding too much. And another wilderness badge on the left by the tag. So I have to say, the ride quality, considering this is supposed to be really good for off-roading, is very smooth. Bumps don't even really register. The noise is really minimal. This is a nice daily driver. This doesn't really seem like any compromises at all. And it corners great. As you could just see, we didn't even move in our seats. Then we have this, not a panoramic, but this is a pretty big sunroof. And you can't really go wrong without having any kind of sunroof, but a bigger sunroof is even better. So on all Foresters Premium and up, you get these two little buttons. It's S sharp and then 1. So if you want a little bit more throttle response, you can push S1 and the car makes a little bit of noise, kind of feels a little bit faster. It's a fun thing to do. And then if you want to try and have better fuel economy, you can stick by pushing the 1 button and that'll return to normal driving. So we've only driven 35 miles so far, but we're already getting 27.9 miles to the gallon. Puppy is a pretty smooth driver, so I'll credit him for that. But that's pretty good for a brand new car off the lot on your first drive.
On a side note, how fun are these floor mats? Aren't they awesome? I think they're so cool. And the pedals are all chrome. Fancy.
So a fun feature in this car is when you turn it on, you'll see you get steering responsive headlights. So when you're going down the road and you make a sharp left or right, the lights will point in that direction ever so slightly. So that's pretty cool. And of course, everybody loves these fog lamps. They are pretty cool. I will give them credit for that. So these tires are actually only 17 inches. When everything is 18, 19, and 20. But for off-roading, that's the purpose. And they do really give a nice smooth ride, even though these are slightly knobby tires. And who doesn't love white raised letter tires? So that gold anodized trim is pretty much sewn in everywhere. Got it on the door, another wilderness trim badge. We've got some trim on the steering wheel, matching the shifter, and the X mode button to get you out of all those fun little ditches. More trim on the seat, contrasting with white. Goes all around, the famous Subaru Wilderness logo on the headrest. More gold anodized trim. Look, another tab. Another tab. They don't want you to forget where you're driving. So, Tony's 6 foot. He fits really well in the back seat, even with his seat in the same position as a 6 foot driver. And we've got more trim. Another badge. Comfortable?
Very comfortable.
So there's no confusion, it's definitely a Forester. They really like this gold anodized trim, but it does look sharp. It's a nice contrast, especially with the blue. So this rear bumper cover, didn't really want one, but I've had one in my car and it actually does serve a great purpose. So definitely opt for that. You can get pretty much anywhere. So we have this nice little aftermarket cargo net. Tony hates it, but it's necessary. There's always stuff rolling around back here and you don't want to do that. The nice thing about the Wilderness is this comes standard with the seat backing protection. Don't want to be dealing with dirt or dog hair and that. Oh, and then we've got these fun buttons. You can just do this. Look at that. And your seat will kind of release. But the seat belt is still on, so that's why I did look. Another one over here. Look, straight down. Easy going. So, people in the back aren't totally lost. They get some ventilation through here, but they don't have options to control it. It's just whatever the driver sets. But a couple extra USBs is nice, and not that anybody will be sitting back here, but we've got some cup holders as well, so that's fun. So, the interior has this sort of, well, you can feel like there's little indentations. It's a nice feel, and it's actually very comfortable. Not leather, maybe this is leatherette right here, but water resistant, which is really nice with 3 dogs. Oh look, another tag.
And here's the actual camera that's in the front of the car. Cute. And look, it has a tow hook too. How fun. So there you have it. This is the all-new 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness Edition. It's a beautiful car. I'd like to thank the fine folks at Liberty Subaru over in Emerson, New Jersey. Great folks over there. Got to check them out if you're in the area. I hope you enjoyed this little tour we took of this beautiful car, and maybe it answered a couple of your questions. I've had it for a couple hours and I love it already. All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Poppy's Cucina. Thanks!